special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And right away, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Natson. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 56 yards.
And there's another one-hander by Odell Beckham Jr. I almost get the sense that he's not happy if he has to use two hands nowadays.
Exactly. Well, we've all seen it, him going through those warm-up routines before the game. It's almost comical how good he is at grabbing a ball with one hand.
And I like what you just brought up there. He works at it. All right, those one-handed catches, they're not strictly by accident.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Chris Jones.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Malcolm Smith. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
recovered.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
KC's offense ready to take over. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
At the 20-yard
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown pass to Sammy Watkins. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malcolm Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes now to throw. Now he steps away. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mahomes firing complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Mahomes going to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Nick Chubb string together a solid first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Peoples-Jones returning. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done. Jarvis Landry, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 72 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He was brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Goes underneath for Bell. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Natson. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. 38 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And for them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Mahomes to throw once more. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Baker Mayfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell.
Mahomes pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nick Chubb.
Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.